Hey everyone, 97 Lego Maniac with the Lego review. Now, I know I promised that I'm gonna make Megatron, but he was just too much pain, so I decided to make Shockwave instead. And look, there is Shockwave. And just to tell you, he is humongous. So, see, he's some books here. There's a Lost Hero. You can see it's almost as what it's a little. The width is almost as big as a Lost Hero, and it's about So if this is about a feet, so it's almost like it's more than half a feet, and the side of Shockwave is about a feet long. So it's like 1 feet. So this guy is just humongous. This thing's massive. Now unfortunately, in the movie, he did not transform. I do not know why, F you Michael Bay, but this is supposed to be kind of like his tank mode looking thing, or as Optibottomists would call it, a vacuum. It's like a giant vacuum cleaner or something. The hose and stuff. There's no treads, but there are wheels. He has wheels, but there's no treads anymore. And there's this giant cannon thing, giant hose. There's bayonet wrist blade thing. See his face, you can see his eye, see the blade, so he can like stab people when he's like moving stuff. Shockwave, his transformation, it's simple, but it's just a pain because he has bulky legs and you have to move a lot of stuff around. So, just want to say, I love this vehicle mode. It's not because it's too Cybertronian, because it's just freakishly awesome. Well, I'll get back to Megatron later. Like, maybe I don't know when I should build Megatron again, but I'll get to him later, so it's okay. So, transformation, let's get these let's get these blade things out of the way. And now what we're gonna do for his arms, we're gonna bring them all the way back, rotate this around. Ooh, this sword thing, that's kind of cool. Untap the hose and get that out of the way. Take off the hose and bring his arm all the way back. Rotate this just like that. Now for his legs, we're gonna bust it so you get something like this. And we're gonna bring his leg forward, and it's gonna rotate this and snap it in place, just like that. Do the same to the other side. Fold this out, fold out his kneecaps, rotate it, snap it in place. Now we're gonna lift him up and do crazy stuff with this guy. But first, I'm gonna take off his arms so that way it's less complicating. Just like that. And so we're gonna lift his whole body thing up. This whole piece will just have this in the back. You see there's this you see these blue things right here? Yeah, we're gonna tap these, but before we do that, we're gonna transform this part first. Sorry about that, low battery. Anyway, so I'm gonna rotate the wheels to look something like that. Do the same to the other side. Rotate wheels. You can like position it any way you want, but it's actually up to you. Get back in, you mother. So bulky and huge. A lot of pain. And we're gonna fold this part up. Then we can tab this whole thing in. It's not gonna stay on that long, but let's hope it does. I'm gonna grab this part here. Make sure it does. Kneecap fell. So we're gonna straighten out his legs. Now we're gonna start working on the feet. His feet, we're gonna fold these spike parts out. I'm gonna get this leg out of the way. So just like that, and we're gonna fold this by 1/5. 1, 2. There. And this part, we're gonna rotate this thing around and fold this part up. Pull back the kneecap, and you do the same to the other. Now for the back here, we're gonna fold the spiky parts to the back like that. Just gonna fold these guys back a little bit further. Not popping them out. And now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna fold this whole part just like that. We're gonna fold these parts out so it can give room for his head. Fold it down just like that. Rotate this around. Oh, whoa. Fold this back so it looks like that. Do the same to the other side. Gotta make sure everything's just even. So we have something just like that. Now we're gonna tap the arms back. We gotta straighten out his legs. Gotta fix his toe thing. Alright, so we have something just like this. It's a cool head, by the way. And so his arms. Hope this thing's, the books are stable. Oh, now his arms. Here's his left arm. What we're gonna do is gonna rotate this around and fold out his hands and his fingers. Just like that. And now you do the same to the other arm. His gun arm is actually pretty heavy, but I think we can do this. Just like, and lastly, the tube here, the peg can tab into a hole at the bottom, so it's just like that. And there you have Shockwave in his badass robot mode. I really love that head skull in this guy. It's actually pretty cool. I'll make a how to make the Shockwave's head on my new YouTube channel, Lego TF Asian. Link is in the bottom. Subscribe, ask suggestions, whatever. One guy asked me if I can build G1 grapple, and I forgot who that guy is, but if you're watching it, then yes, I'll make him. And whoever asked me to build Grimlock, please be more specific, like which Grimlock, like G1 or Transformers animated. I don't know. Well, subscribe, whatever, and then let's just check it out. So he's actually really tall. Not like Devastator tall. Devastator's like about twice his size, or no, yeah, twice his size. And here's his hand. It's actually pretty cool. I actually got that idea from some Bionicle. And there's this giant wrist thing, which is about a feet long. And here's his cannon, which is about a feet long too, which is actually pretty cool. Awesome cannon. And also, the cool thing about the cannon here, he has this if you can't see it, this little thing. That's that reloading part, like when he does that famous whoosh thing. So it's kind of like this giant fusion shotgun or something. And he has decent articulation. He has some pretty decent articulation here. So he's really heavy, so I gotta be careful. And I don't think you can see his head. So his head can go up and down, and it can go side to side, which is good. And his arms does rotate 360 degrees if you make sure it doesn't pop off. And his shoulders go in and out, which is really cool. So that way his arm can reach the lever, so he can reload. His wrist goes in and out, rotate at 360 degrees. His fingers and his hands on ball joint stuff, and his legs, it can go in and out. Has a double jointed knee, but it'll be hard to make it double joint because you might have to like pop it out, and it's really hard. And his gun, it's really cool, and that's the lever thing. It can go back and forth like something. So that's cool, and I really love making this guy, and I especially love the feet. His feet can go in and out. It's not on the ball joint, because if it is, and this guy can't stand well, and I don't want that. So I gave him a tight joint. And if we look at his back, he has an awesome backpack. I mean, you can see just like in the toy, these things, the wheels forms like kind of the weird turbo thingy, whatever. And it's just really cool, and kind of I love the backpack of this guy. So this guy's actually kind of surprisingly stable. But this is his only pose move. If you try to do something with his leg, he's kind of back heavy, so he'll fall. So that's pretty much it. So hope you guys enjoy this review. So stay tuned for more. Subscribe. All right, bye.